Facts First presents. This is what the black diamond on measuring tapes is really meant for, and secrets of other household items. There are plenty of household items that you use every day, and there are certain aspects of these everyday items that you might not even know about. When you find out about these hidden tricks and secrets, you'll look at these objects that you use daily in a little bit different light. Before we get into our list, help us spread the word about Facts First by clicking that like button. Also, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. The dip in a wine bottle. If you're a wine drinker, you may have noticed the dip in the bottom. It's not there to give you less wine without you realizing it, as you may have been told. It's actually there to make the bottle stronger. It helps to stand the bottle correctly, and it makes the bottle stronger for high-pressure beverages such as champagne and sparkling wine. The loops in the back of a dress shirt. The loops date back to the Navy in the 1950s. There wasn't a lot of space to hang shirts on ships, so the loop was placed so that the shirts could be hung on hooks. Well, college kids in the 60s used the loop to hang their shirts while they were at the gym. Shirt makers today have just held on to the loop as a sign of quality and class. Colored square on toothpaste. The colored square on a toothpaste tube is called an eye mark. They tell the machines where to cut and fold the packaging. Without that mark, the tubes would be attached to one another. Many people think that it's there to tell you what chemicals are used in the toothpaste, but that's not true. The arrow on the gas gauge. The arrow on your car's gas gauge is kind of helpful. The arrow points to the side of the vehicle where the gas tank is. If you have a new car or you're borrowing a car from a friend or family member, that arrow is really helpful when you get to the gas station. Buttons on the pockets of jeans. The small buttons on jeans date back to 1829, when miners complained that their jeans were wearing out too quickly. Well, that caused Levi Strauss to come up with a way to keep them from wearing out, which is when they had the idea for the buttons. They're placed in areas where the seams tend to wear out and tear. They actually help your jeans last longer. Extra fabric. If you buy a piece of clothing with a small piece of fabric attached, it's not meant to patch up a hole, which most people think. It's actually there to wash before washing the clothes so that you can find out if it's going to shrink or if the color will bleed. Holes in pot handles. Many people think that the holes in the pot handles are there so you can hang up your pans. Well, while the holes do make it possible to do that, that's not the original reason for those holes. It's actually there so you can put your spoon handle into the hole to keep the dirty spoon suspended over the pan to prevent a mess on your stove. The pom-pom on winter hats. Pom-poms originate in Scandinavia, where it is cold all year long. The pom-poms were used to gather the seams back before knitting was common in hats. Over the years, the pom-pom remained popular, and today people just think they look cool. Holes in airplane windows. You ever notice that tiny little hole in the airplane windows? It's there to control the pressure between the two panes of glass when the plane reaches high altitudes. If it weren't for those holes, the windows could shatter. Black grating in microwaves. The black grating in the window of your microwave, it's not there for aesthetic purposes. It's called the Faraday shield, and it's there to prevent electromagnetic fields from leaving the microwave while it's in use, because those can be harmful, and so it's an essential part of the microwave. It's a safety measure. Dimples in golf balls. Golf balls weren't always covered with dimples. They didn't come about until professional golf players started to realize that the balls traveled better and farther when they had nicks or other imperfections. And that resulted in golf ball manufacturers putting the dimples in all of their balls. Long neck bottles. Beer bottles have long necks for a reason. When you hold the bottle, you should hold it by the neck to keep your hand from making the beer warm. It also helps to collect particles and sediment in unfiltered beers. The hole on a soda can tab. When you put a straw in a can of soda, the carbonation pushes it right back out of the soda, doesn't it? Well, if you turn the tab around, you can set the straw through the hole, helping the straw stay in the can. Takeout boxes. Chinese takeout boxes are designed to be taken apart to act as a plate when you're eating. If you're not planning to finish all the food at once, you can't make it into a box again, though. You're going to need some Tupperware to store your leftovers. Keyboard bumps on the letters F and J. The small bumps on the F and J keys on your keyboard, they're there so that you can keep your eyes on the screen and know that your fingers are still in the right place. Metal at the end of measuring tape. The metal at the end of the measuring tape is there to make using it easier. The small slot is there to hold it down with a nail if you measure something without help. The edge is serrated, which makes it easy to mark the wall if you don't have a pencil. Hole in a pen cap. There is a hole in the top of a pen cap, but it's not there to allow air to get to the pen. It's actually there to provide air in case somebody were to swallow the cap and it gets lodged in their throat. The hole beside the iPhone camera. That small hole beside the camera on your iPhone, that's a microphone that allows people to be heard clearly when you're taking a video. Loops on grocery carts. There are loops on the seat of grocery carts, and they have a great purpose. When you cash out and your items are bagged, you can hang the bags that contain items that can be damaged, such as eggs, chips, and bread. The black diamonds on measuring tapes. In most homes, there are 6 studs in the walls located 16 inches apart. There are black diamonds every 16 inches, which can help you find and mark the studs. And that's what the black diamond on your measuring tapes is really meant for. Were any of these a surprise to you? If so, tell us which ones in the comments below, and subscribe for more.